Okay, we are live and hello. Thank you guys for waiting around. Yes, great to see everyone popping in. It was nice to get you guys filling up the spaces and everyone popping in to say hello. So thank you all for joining me at the moment. Today, we are going to talk about, yes, fears and phobias. Don't worry, I didn't put the spider on my head. That was just me editing the photo. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I could. If I wanted to, I could put the spider on my head. But yeah, today is going to be an interesting one, talking about our fears and phobias. Hopefully, you guys can express and tell me about some of your fears and phobias as well. So let's take a quick look to see who we have in here. Okay. Stacy, hello. Okay. Dominico, hello. Than, Florence, good to see you. Amina, hello as well to you. Hayat, good to see you as well. Lovely to see you, of course. Yusuf, hello. I am doing well. Thank you very much indeed for asking. All right. So let's get started then with today. And we're going to, of course, firstly go over to the PowerPoint presentation and have a look at some useful phrases that we can use. All right. So let's get that one up for us and we can then get started with today's lesson. Let me move myself over to the other section, the other camera. There we go. Now you can see it much better. All right. So as you can see up here, we are talking about fears and phobias. As we go along, please don't hesitate. Practice some of the phrases, some of the vocabulary that we are using. Of course, it's a great chance for you to practice, and then I can, of course, try and correct any mistakes that I see. Do not worry about making mistakes. Making mistakes are good, all right? It's part and parcel of us learning what we can do to improve. So let's take a look then at the first part for today, and that is having a look at what people are scared of. Yes, we are going to have a look at what people are scared of. So, as you can see, there's my friend, the spider. So the first one is spiders that I thought of. What can you guys think of? Brainstorm together. What are some other things that people are scared of? Spiders is one. What's another one? Any ideas? In the chat, let me know what are some other things that you think people are scared of. There are many things, of course, that people are scared of. Arya, good evening. Okay. Kendra, hello from Indonesia. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much. This is a very interesting topic. I'm preparing for the IELTS test. Okay, great stuff. Dominico, lovely stuff. Good luck for the IELTS. Snakes, yes. Snakes. Some people are scared of ghosts. That's a good one. Yeah, ghosts. Tigers. Yeah. Mouse. Now, this one here, don't just be careful of this one. Plural. Generally, when we're talking about, fears or being scared of something, we often use plural. So we're scared of mice. Yes. snakes, rats. Yeah, don't forget, add the S on the end. Spiders, snakes, rats, mice. Yeah, mice is a little bit of a different one, actually. Yeah. I'm scared of cockroaches. Oh, I see, I see. Yes. In the summertime in Japan, yeah, it's very humid. So you can sometimes see cockroaches around. Centipedes. Ooh, they sound a little bit strange. Scorpions. Really? Wow. Afraid of scorpions. I don't know why, but when I see a cockroach, I tend to let out a scream and run away. Yes, I think many people do. Yes, I remember, I think my mum and I were chasing a cockroach around in my apartment when she came over here. It was, yeah, not fun. I didn't like it. Okay, so let's take a look at some other ones. Yes, Stacy, thank you. Heights is a great one. Yes. So, just going to show you some other ones that we've got here. So, spiders, bugs, dogs, the dark, right? Yeah, ghosts. I didn't put that for some reason. I should have, because that is a good one. Heights, yes. Thunder and lightning is another one, or thunderstorms, you could say, right? Scorpions during the dog days. Wow. Snakes, yes, I included that one. Blood, yes. Some people are scared of blood. Yeah. The sight of blood makes them, yeah, feel scared. Flying is another one. Yes. Okay. And this is a strange one. Maybe you'll think I'm crazy, but grass. Some people have been scared of grass that I know. Yeah. Water is another one. Public speaking. Yes. People are scared of public speaking. Small spaces as well, right? There are many things that we are scared of course. Tra, hello and good evening. Good to see you. When I was young, I was scared of horses. Wow. Yeah, but horses can be scary because they're very, I would say they're quite tall, especially when you're young. They're quite big animals, actually. Yeah. Good evening, Julia. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming by. All right. So let's take a look then at some of our phrases that we can use. So some useful phrases that we can use here are, of course, scared, afraid, petrified, terrified, and frightened. All of these adjectives can be used to describe our feeling of being scared. Usually of a thing, right? We usually partner it with a noun. However, sometimes it could be you're scared of an action, right? Such as flying, of course. Parents rebuke, yeah. Bacterias are a theme. Yes, true. That is very true indeed. Right in by the sea, which is located in one of the regions of the south part of Italy. To be more precise, I am from Sicily. Lovely. Good to see you. Surprisingly, some of my friends are scared of pigeons and butterflies. Yeah, that's incredible. Pigeons and butterflies. Butterflies are lovely. So I think most people are familiar with I am scared of or I'm scared of. No problem. I am scared of spiders, right? I'm scared of spiders. We can use that one there. But it follows the same pattern with the other adjectives as well. So I'm afraid of, and then something else, which I've made a quick mistake. All right. Yes, I will rectify that mistake there. So I'm afraid of, and then something as well. For example, I'm afraid of heights. You can also say high places. That's no problem. But heights is probably the more familiar, natural word that we would use. Yes. So yeah, it's quite an interesting one to use. I can imagine the cockroaches are disgusting, actually. Yes. Although I think I could beat that one. The size of the rats that I saw in the Philippines were huge. They were so scary. They were like the size of a cat. Yeah, not fun to see them. So you can use I'm scared of, I'm afraid of. Both have a similar meaning. Now, petrified is, of course, similar to scared and afraid, but I think if we use petrified, it gives a little bit more of a emphasis on being scared. It's kind of a much bigger emphasis. Okay, so again, I am petrified of, same structure, right? I am petrified of flying, right? So all of these follow exactly the same structure. So I am scared of, I am afraid of, I am petrified of. All of those are the same. But petrified is a little bit more, or has a little bit more emphasis to it. The next two are, again, similar, but I've used a different subject. She's, right? We could use I am, that's no problem, but we can also use other subjects. She's terrified of. That's okay too. She is terrified of thunder and lightning. Yes. Actually, this is a true story. This is my wife. She is terrified of thunderstorms. Yes, very, very much so. Indeed. Okay, so she's terrified of, and then something. The next one, he's frightened of as well, right? Frightened is another good one to use. Again, it has exactly the same meaning and, of course, the same structure. So, he's frightened of dogs, right? So we can use any of these to describe our fear, what we are scared of. All right. So, what are you guys scared of? What are some things that you are scared of? Try using some of the phrases that we've just looked at. So using I'm petrified of, I'm afraid of, I'm terrified, I'm frightened. But yeah, what are some of your examples? Okay. As I'm getting older, I am becoming more afraid of heights. I don't know why, but I am getting a little more afraid of heights as I get older, which is strange. Speaking about phobias, I used to be afraid of the noise of fireworks. Ah, yes. The noise of fireworks is quite loud. That's a good one. Yeah, very good one. I am petrified of spiders. Nice. Good use. Good use of that one there. Well done. Okay. Yeah, petrified, of course, meaning that you are incredibly, yes, incredibly scared of them, of course. Good. Any other ones that you have, of course? What are some other ones that you guys are afraid of or petrified of? Okay. What can you say about your fears and your ones here? All right. I'm petrified of spiders. Good. Used to be afraid of the noise of fireworks. That's a nice one. Okay. Aria, I'm petrified of centipedes. Really? Slithering and wiggling makes me jump out of my... Nice. I love your reasoning. Good. We're going to get to that part in a minute. Lovely stuff. Yeah, jump out of my skin. That's a great phrase to use. I'm terrified of deep water. Yes, I am afraid of the crowd. Florence, probably here. I am afraid of crowds, like as in many people. So probably in this case, yeah, I would say I am afraid of crowds, or you could say crowded places. Yes, we could use that one. I am afraid of crowded places. I'll put my teeth back in a minute. I am petrified of my close friends. Really? That's not good. Yes. So Florence, crowds. Yeah, I am afraid of crowds is a good one. Nice. Awesome. So then let's quickly, I want to show you something interesting. Let's take a look at some strange fears people have. While preparing for today's lesson, I was looking up on the internet some strange fears that people have. And I found some incredibly interesting ones. So I want to share some of them with you. So let's quickly have a look. I'm going to disappear quickly behind the screen. So you can see these ones here, which are some strange ones or weird phobias. So the first one that we can see is this one here, which is, it's a fear of peanut butter sticking to your mouth, which I've never heard of before. So some people have a fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof. The roof is the top of your mouth. Who would have thought that? I don't know. The next one is an interesting one. Nomophobia, which is a fear of being without your phone, right? Again, that's a crazy one to think of, having a phobia without your phone. Yeah. Let's just have a look at a couple of other ones. This one here, Arithmephobia, is a fear of numbers. So for those of you, sorry, I'll go down one here. A fear of numbers. So for those of you who don't like mathematics, then yes, this is probably what it is. You are scared of numbers. This one here is another interesting one. Plutophobia is a fear of money. Again, I had never heard of this one before. And we'll do one more, so we'll round it off with a 5 one here, which is another crazy one, is Xanthophobia. This one here is the fear of the color yellow. Yeah, some people are scared of yellow for some reason. But yes, I just thought that was something interesting to share with you guys. Some very strange phobias. Yeah. So a fear of money, a fear of yellow. Crazy to think. All right, so back to where we were then. So the next part that we're going to have a look at is to change our phrases slightly. We've had a look at using terrified of, scared of. Now, what I want to use is something a little different. And that is using I have and then a fear of. Again, we're going to stick with this structure for the next two examples. So I have a fear of, and then snakes, right? I have a fear of snakes. Okay, so that's how we would structure this one here. The next one that we can use is this one, of course, same as what we looked at just a moment ago, using the word phobia. I have a phobia of, and then something, right? So again, I have a fear of small places, but let me just change that one, because that should be I have a phobia of small places, right? So yes, there we go. I have a phobia of small places. But however, what we can do with that one's an interesting one, because we can use this one here, right? I am something phobic, right? Now, this is used a little, but it's not used as much as you think, right? I am something phobic, right? Yes, Aria. Weirdly fascinating. Yes, I agree. It was. Yes, Tra, a fear of money. I don't know. An interesting one there as well. So in this case, we would use I am and then something phobic, but usually we only use I think for one, and that is claustrophobic. I am claustrophobic, right? Pronunciation-wise here is very important. Claustrophobic, right? We don't say Klaus, it's usually Klos, so more of an O sound. Claustra, and then in the middle part it's more of a tra. Claustrophobic, right? I am claustrophobic. Again, this means I don't like small spaces, small areas. The next one, though, is we can use it as a feeling, as an adjective. I am feeling claustrophobic. So you could use it as a noun, you could use it as an adjective. Either one is okay. It doesn't matter. They have the same meaning, but we can use them in both situations. All right. So yes, and as I said, someone who is scared of small spaces is claustrophobic. Yes. That could be in an elevator. It could be in a small room. It could be in pretty much anywhere where there's not much space. Some people in large crowds, as Florence said, get claustrophobic because there's not much space. Yes. I have a phobia of small spaces. Yes. I tend to get anxious. Absolutely. Yeah. Anxious is a good word to use. I am phobophobic. Yes, indeed. But we wouldn't, I don't really think that we use it with many other things. We don't particularly use it with, for example, like a fear of, like, what is it? A fear of foreign people is xenophobic. But we don't really use it unless it's a negative situation. So claustrophobic is probably the most used one in this example. So I would stick with just using that one. Okay. So the next one is to give your reason why. And yes, as I said earlier, is jump out of my skin was a great example. Um, you know, describing why you don't like something is much more natural sounding than if you don't give the reason. So here are some other phrases that we can use to help with giving the reason why, okay? Because, for example, I don't like the look of, right? We can use this one here. I don't like the look of, meaning not liking the way something looks. So, I'm petrified of spiders because I don't like the look of their long, hairy legs. Okay? Just giving a simple but effective reason to why you don't like them. When I was a teenager, I didn't like math, but I had to study math to get a good grade on the college entrance exam. I've had a little fear of numbers until now. Okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, nice. Very, very good indeed. Okay, so using this one, I don't like the look of is the visual part of it. You don't like the way something looks. Usually for animals, most of the time. I would say spiders, snakes, bugs, centipedes. You could use, yeah, I don't like the look of, yes. The next one, the thought of something makes my stomach churn. Now, this is a good one. I've added using the thought of. But if you want to use something else, for example, the feeling of is okay, right? The feeling of something, that's no problem. I just wanted to show something that is a little bit interesting when you're thinking about something. So the thought of something makes my stomach churn means it makes me feel sick. Yes. So here's an example. I am terrified of flying. The thought of a plane crashing makes my stomach churn. So yes, that's the reason why this person is afraid of flying. Yes. I can't contemplate the idea of getting stuck in an elevator. Yeah. I have never had the experience of it, but to be honest, I wouldn't know how I react if I wouldn't know how I would react if that happened. Yes, that would be scary. I think I would be claustrophobic in that situation. Yes. So this one's a good one. The thought of something makes my stomach churn. However, though, if you want to change it, you could say the feeling of the snake's skin makes my stomach churn. It's okay, right? You're talking about how something feels, the texture of it. Yes. So that's okay. The thought of falling from a high place makes my stomach churn. Yes, absolutely. Great example there. The next one is a good one. Turns me into a nervous wreck, right? Usually this means it makes me very nervous and sometimes to the point of freezing, right? Not being able to do it or not being able to complete something. Brother, hello, good evening. So this one here, as an example, I'm scared of giving presentations because when I have to speak in public, it turns me into a nervous wreck. Yes, public speaking makes me feel horrible. And yes, it turns me into a nervous wreck. Similar, as you said before, I get anxious. Yeah, Domenico, that's a good one. Getting anxious is okay to use. I don't like the look of Voldemort. He makes my spine chills. Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, lovely. Lovely phrases to use there. Yeah, his look makes my spine chills. Good. I like that one. Very good indeed. Yeah, you can also change that one around as well, actually, Kai. And you can say, his look sends chills down my spine. Is okay. Yeah. There's two ways that we can use that one. So the other way is, yes, his look sends chills down my spine is another good one to use. Awesome. Cool. All right. Some great examples. I am petrified of hospitals. Yeah, don't forget to use the plural because not just one, but we are scared or petrified of any hospital. So I'm petrified of hospitals. Good. Because I directly threw of a needle. Yes, I am petrified of hospitals because I don't, probably in this case, you can say I don't like the touch, or I don't like the feeling of needles is okay, or I don't like the look of needles is okay to use. Yeah. Yeah, many people are scared of hospitals too. And dentists. Yeah, dentists are an interesting one as well. Maybe it's the sound. Yeah. Many people don't like the dentist. Okay, so here's some interesting phrases that we can use to talk about dealing with fear, right? So some some phrases that we can use is face your fear. This means to put yourself in the situation that you don't like. So this is putting yourself in a situation, let's say if you don't like spiders, you're holding a spider. Or if you don't like small spaces, you try to put yourself into that space where it's small, and yes, you are facing your fear, right? So let's have a look at an example. If you are scared of flying, you need to face your fear and take a flight, right? Of course, easier said than done. But yes, people will say you need to face your fears. You need to try to do it, right? Yeah, and sometimes they might say you need to face your fears head on, right? Right, head on, meanings directly, of course. So that's a good one. Face your fear. The next one here is overcome your fear. Now, many people, especially with languages, they have a fear of speaking with native people because of mistakes, right? That happens. Some of my students, they have often expressed a fear of making mistakes when speaking with a native speaker. So this is a good one. Overcome your fear. To not be afraid of something anymore. The example I used here, I overcame my fear of spiders when I went to Australia and held a big one, right? Yes, we can use this one here, right? I overcame my fear of spiders when I went to Australia and held a big one. All right. So yes, we could use those ones there to overcome your fear, right? Not to be scared of it anymore, right? Not to be scared of anything like spiders, snakes, flying, heights, right? We can say overcome is a good one to use. Okay. And the next one is conquer. Conquer your fear. Again, this is very similar to overcome your fear. Right? Again, not to be afraid of something anymore. I conquered my fear of heights when my son pushed me to go skydiving with him. Right? So yes, we can use that one there. I conquered. Okay. So overcome or conquer are very similar. And also as well, we can say get over. Right? We can say get over your fear. That's also another good phrase to use as well. Rosemary, hello, good evening, lovely to see you. I cannot imagine me holding big spider. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think many people do feel anxious and feel afraid. Good. But I think my advice to students learning English is basically don't worry about mistakes. I know it's easy for me to say, but don't worry about mistakes. It's fine. To overcome your fear of making mistakes, especially speaking to a native person, you have to make the mistakes to get over that fear. Push yourself to speak is a great way to face your fear. So there we go. We used two in one there. All right. Okay. Thank you. Lily Rose. Hello. No problem at all. All right. So that is dealing with your fear, of course. The next part that I want to look at is, oh no, not those. We're going to come to idioms in just a moment. What we're going to do first is, let's take a look at some quiz that we're going to look at. So we've got some quiz questions for the phrases that we have already looked at. All right, so this one here is, there we go. All right, and we are going to look at these ones here. I want to go bungee jumping to conquer my fear of heights. Stacy, that's a great way to conquer your fear of heights. I am facing this fear by talking to as many native speakers as I possibly can. It's a great way to do it. Well done. Okay, so let's take a look. How can we answer these questions, right? We're going to, of course, fill in the spaces that you can see here. So we've got some options. The only way to something is if you something, right? There's two options here, okay? So what are they? So you've got conquer your fear, be afraid of your fear, face it, and be a nervous wreck. So which one or which two, I should say, can we put in? Okay. I'm just going to get a drink of water while you guys answer in the comments. I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, lovely stuff. All right, so the only way to something is if you something. Okay. All right. Yeah, good. I can see loads of people have got the correct answers. Lovely stuff. Well done. Indeed. Speaking with native speakers regularly is the best way to deal with your fear. I agree. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Well done. Yeah, most of you got this one right. The only way to conquer your fear is if you face it. Yes. Well done. Perfect. Good stuff. The next one. The next one here. I need to get out of the elevator. I am something. Claustrophobic, terrified of claustrophobic, feeling claustrophobic. Again, there's two answers here. Which two are the correct ones? Yeah, you've got, I think here, there's two answers that are possible. So either one would be okay to use. Yes, I need to get out of the elevator. I am something. Yeah, good. Very, very good indeed. All right, nice. Well done. Fantastic. Yeah, I think everybody's nailed this one. Good phrase to use. Nailed means you got it perfect. Claustrophobic and feeling claustrophobic. My pronunciation there was horrible. Feeling claustrophobic. There we go. Mistakes. All right. We cannot use terrified of because in this case, we're not necessarily talking about the actual thing, right? So we have to use I am claustrophobic and I am feeling claustrophobic. Yes. I was happy last Thursday because my neveu were coming from the land and I spoke very well with them. Awesome. Great. Very, very good indeed. All right. This one here, makes my stomach churn, is what? To feel sick, don't like the look of something, or makes me nervous. Makes my stomach churn. Okay. Yeah, good. From England. Nice. Awesome. Very good. Okay. This one here, makes my stomach churn. Yeah, which one would we use? Yeah, something makes my stomach churn. Yeah. Think about it. It's your stomach. So what often happens in this case? Yeah, because it's your stomach. What would we associate that with? Yes, indeed. It's right. I think you could possibly say it makes you like something makes your stomach churn, makes you nervous, but more often than not, it makes people feel sick. And in the case of that, it's probably because of being too nervous makes them sick. So makes my stomach churn means that you've got high anxiety. high nervousness. All right, the next one here, to get rattled. It's a good one as well, yeah. All right, the next one, I have something heights. I have phobic of heights. I have petrified of heights. I have a fear of heights. Which one would we use? Okay. All right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff. All right. Well done. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Be careful with this one. Be careful. I've put in a little bit of a tricky one. If you read it too quickly, maybe you'll see that there might be a mistake. Yes. There is only one answer. There is only one answer. I have a fear of heights. Why can we not use phobic of heights? Because we need to use phobia, right? I have a phobia of heights. That would be okay. But here, I have phobic of heights. No, we cannot use that one. So in this case, yes, we can only use I have a fear of heights. Yes, that is the only one that we can use. All right, good stuff. Spot on. The next one is this one. I am something clowns. I am a fear of clowns. I am terrified of clowns. I am phobia clowns. All right. Yeah, if you have seen, what is it? It with Pennywise, maybe you have the same feeling about clowns. Yes. All right. Good stuff. Very good. Well done. Yeah, you guys are absolutely spot on. Good job indeed. Well done. Okay, yes, this one here. I am terrified of clowns. Yeah, is a good one. Well done. Absolutely no problem. So that was just having a look and checking through our phrases that we looked at just previously. So we've looked at our phrases. Now, for the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at idioms. And then after idioms, we're going to do a quick quiz with the idioms. And then after that, we will, of course, have a look at a conversation practice. So we're going to be looking at that one there, having a look at conversation practices. Okay, so that will be our schedule for this lesson. So let's take a look at our idioms for now. And what we can do, of course, is, let's have a look here. All right, so I'm just going to quickly change the animations on these. Otherwise, they might be difficult to see. So let's do it like that. All right, should be good. Yes, we are all good. Okay, so the first one, to scare the daylights out of someone. Right? To scare the daylights out of someone. It means to frighten someone. You did something to scare them, to frighten them. All right? So we got those ones there, to scare the daylights out of someone. The next one is shaking like a leaf. And this is to literally like someone is shaking. You can see them, and something happened that they are shaking um, through fear or because of being scared. So yes, that is basically, if you think of a leaf, it usually shakes when the wind blows, things like that. You can see it shaking, and that's where we get the term shaking like a leaf. You can also say tremble. Tremble like a leaf is okay to use too. The next one is to be scared to death. Yes, to be very frightened or scared, of course, right? The next one, I like this one. This is a good one. Give the heebie-jeebies. All right, the pronunciation is quite interesting. Heebie-jeebies. The heebie-jeebies. It's quite a fun one to say, actually. And usually this is an extreme case of worry or fear, right? So yes, we would use that one there. Give the heebie-jeebies. All right. So in this case here, another one, a chicken, right? If someone is a chicken, it means that they are a coward sometimes, or they are scared to do something, right? They are scared to go to a high place. They are scared to eat something. You can say, "Are you chicken?" or "Are you a chicken?" Yes. Gertrude, hello, good evening. Okay. To have nerves of steel. Yes. This one is when someone doesn't get scared easily. Yes. I put easily because some people will get scared at something, but not easily. So we can say have nerves of steel, very strong. The last one, to break out in a cold sweat, is to be scared or frightened, of course. Yeah, good. Okay. Phobic and phobia, same meaning. No. Phobic is when you're talking about the person, right? I am claustrophobic, right? I am claustrophobic. Phobia is the fear of something, right? So you can say, I have or I suffer from claustrophobia, right? So the phobia is the fear, right? Claustrophobic is the person. So I am claustrophobic. I suffer from claustrophobia. Those are the differences there. So yeah, the phobia is the fear. Phobic is the person. Wet chicken in France. Really? Wow, a wet chicken. I didn't know that. All right. We use the same idiom in Algeria. Oh, interesting. Are you a chicken? Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. That sounds great. So let's take a look at the quiz that we have for the idioms. We're going to have a look at these idioms in a sentence and using them in a kind of like a real situation. So again, let's take a look at, of course, our quiz that we can use for these idioms. All right. And we are going here. There we go. All right, lovely stuff. So let's take a look at these ones. Which is the correct answer? I was hiding behind the sofa, and when she sat down, I something. Yes. I was scared to death. I broke out. It should be in a cold sweat. Scared the daylights out of her. Which one is the correct answer? Yes. Which one do you think is the right answer? When I was hiding behind the sofa, and when I was hiding behind the sofa, and when she sat down, I something. Yes. Yes. I was scared to death. I broke out in a cold sweat. Or I scared the daylights out of her. Yes. You could say the living daylights as well is okay. Yes. Either one is okay. Yeah, good. Interesting. We've got some interesting answers here. I like it. Okay. So if you are the one hiding, then you are the one doing the scaring, right? So you're playing the joke or the trick. So she will be scared, probably. So in this case, I scared the daylights out of her, or I scared the living daylights out of her. Either one is okay. But yes, we could use that one there. All right, the next one. The dog was something when he heard the fireworks. Heebie-jeebies, shaking like a leaf, a chicken. Which is the correct answer? The dog was something when he heard the fireworks. Okay. Oh, awesome. Yeah, good. Lovely stuff. Well done. Great job. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think everybody's getting this one perfectly correct. Yeah. In the UK, we have bonfire night, usually November 5th. And this happens a lot. Yeah. The fireworks will be set off, the loud noises, and many dogs will be shaking like a leaf because they don't like the sound. They're scared of the sound. Yeah, the dog was shaking like a leaf when he heard the fireworks. Good. Yell, hello. Good evening to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you very much. You missed us talking about fears and phobias. All right. The next one is I woke up in the middle of the night and was something when I saw a spider on my pillow. Scared to death, having nerves of steel, or scaring the daylights out of it. Yeah, imagine that. You wake up and then there's a spider on your pillow. That would be crazy. Yeah. I think everybody's got this one perfect. Well done. Yeah, very, very good indeed. Yeah, dogs get scared easily of noise, right? Yeah, Stacy, you're right. You can imagine them shaking, visibly shaking as well. Yeah, not good. Yeah, everyone's got this one perfectly correct. Well done. So I woke up in the middle of the night and was scared to death when I saw a spider on my pillow. Good job. Well done. Fantastic. All right. The next one. I always something when I have to give a presentation. Right? I always something when I have to give a presentation. Break out in a cold sweat, a chicken, scare the daylights out of someone. All right. Yes. Which one is the correct answer? Okay. Good. Very, very good indeed. Nice. this just shows you that we can use them in conversations. These are great ways for us to piece together what kind of situation we can use them in. All right. So yes, great. Everybody's doing really well and spot on with the answers here. Really, really good indeed. Yes, nice stuff. So I always break out in a cold sweat when I have to give a presentation. Yeah, lovely stuff. Well done. Very good. Imagine that. I always scare the daylights out of someone when I give a presentation. That sounds that I am very scary. Okay. The next one. Wow, he must something to do that. I couldn't do it. So, be shaking like a leaf, be scared to death, have nerves of steel. Wow, he must something to do that. I couldn't do it. Yeah, good. Fantastic. Well done. Very good indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what it could be. Yes. Maybe a bungee jump, maybe a skydive. Yeah, awesome. I think most of you got this one right. He must have nerves of steel. So he must be very very strong, not scared, because I couldn't do it, right? We're showing a positive and then talking about us as the opposite, the negative of that. Yeah, he must have nerves of steel to do that. Good. Awesome. All right, the second to last one. Let's go all the way to the top. Or are, yes, you chicken? You nerves of steel? Scaring the daylights out of someone? This one's easy. All right. Let's go all the way to the top. Or are, yes. Which one? You chicken? You nerves of steel? Or you're scaring daylights out of someone? Yeah, good. I always think that if we say I, like using this one, everybody's got this one right. No problem at all. Perfect. Good stuff. But I always think that if we use it, it's kind of like pressuring someone. You know, we're trying to push them to do it. Yes. Are you chicken is the correct answer. But you're kind of trying to make them do it. Even if they don't want to. Yeah. Good. Okay. And the last one, right? The last one. I can't watch that movie. It something da 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 gives me nerves of steel, gives me the heebie-jeebies, shakes like a leaf. Which one is the correct answer? All right. Trying to encourage, maybe, yeah, possibly. Domenico, I could imagine so. Yeah. But yeah, kind of like a reverse psychology. You're saying, are you chicken, to try and get them to think, no, I'm not. I can do it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, good. All right, nice. Great. Well done. Again, I think everybody has got this one perfectly correct again. Well done. Indeed. Okay. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I can't watch that movie. It. Yeah, what does it do if I cannot watch it? Yeah, If I cannot watch it, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It makes me feel scared. Yes. Aria, yes. A little bit like that too. Absolutely. Yes. Goosebumps is another good one. But the reason I didn't include Goosebumps is I think most people are familiar with it. So, yeah, I didn't include it in this one. But yes, you are correct. Well done. Indeed. Awesome. That was great. You guys did really well on that one. Fantastic. Okay. So, for the last part today, and for those of you who are joining just today, the new people that have joined us, thank you very much indeed. Usually, or most of the time, I try to do a small conversation practice for the last part. And this incorporates a lot of the sentences and the idioms, phrases, vocabulary that we have looked at. So first, let's take a look at the conversation together first. I will read through it. And then after that, we're going to practice together. You will take one color and I will take the other color. All right. So let's take a look. Are you chicken? It's only a roller coaster. So yes, as you can see, I used this one as well. Are you chicken? It's only a roller coaster. No, I'm not. I just have a fear of heights because when I am up high, it makes my stomach churn, especially when I look down. Oh, I was the same as you. I used to be scared of heights, but I overcame it. How did you manage to do that? I've been trying to conquer this fear, or you could say this fear or this for years. I misread. Well, the first thing you have to do is face your fears, little by little. Then, gradually, you will overcome them. The biggest one for me was when I went skydiving. After that, I completely got over my fear of heights. That's amazing. I'll have to try and face my fears. But anything with heights gives me goosebumps. So there you go. Aria, I used goosebumps in this one here. Because, yes, it's very similar to, as we said in the last one, gives me the heebie-jeebies. So yes, awesome. All right, so this is a very short conversation, but as you can see, it can certainly use a lot of what we have already looked at today. So for this one, what we're going to do is I will use the red sentences and you guys can use the black sentences. So if you're at home, don't be scared. Try to practice. Go along. If you've got family there, don't worry about them. It's all good. It's good to practice. Okay, so let's give it a try. I'm going to be the red ones. You can be the black ones. Okay, so let's start with this one. Are you chicken? It's only a roller coaster. Now it's your turn. Go. Oh, I was the same as you. I used to be scared of heights, but I overcame it. All right, your turn. The first thing you have to do is face your fears, little by little. Then gradually you will overcome them. The biggest one for me was when I went skydiving. After that, I completely got over my fear of heights. Your turn. Great job. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, so what we can do now is let's switch over. You guys can take the red sentences and I will use the black ones as well. If you want to try shadowing along when I speak as well, go ahead. It's a great practice to try. But yes, I will read the black ones. You guys can go with the red sentences for this go around. All right, let's give it a try. Okay, so let's go. You're going first. Please start. No, I'm not. I just have a fear of heights because when I am up high, it makes my stomach churn, especially when I look down. Your turn. How did you manage to do that? I've been trying to conquer this for years. Your go. That's amazing. I'll have to try and face my fears, but anything with heights gives me goosebumps. All right, awesome stuff. I noticed when I was going through that one, trying to conquer this for years, I made a typing mistake in that sentence there. I do apologize. Fantastically, well done. Very, very good indeed. So that there, guys, was talking about our fears and, of course, our phobias. All right, so let me go back to here. There we go. So today's lesson was all about fears and phobias, sharing our ideas, looking at how we can expand on talking about our fears and phobias and why we are scared of what we are scared of. Yes, Julia, I often have sausage fingers. You're right. The keys on my keyboard, this one here, they're too close together. I hit them all the time. Yes. You could also say fat fingers as well. That's okay. All right. I like it. Well remembered. Well remembered. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. I hope you guys learned a lot about how we can talk about our fears and phobias more naturally. And yeah, it was great. Thank you all very much for joining. And those of you who are new, it's been really great to have you here. We often have live lessons every Wednesday. So please come and join us. And then usually I try to upload a recorded video on Saturdays. However, the last 2 weeks, I have been a little bit late because of editing. So the plan is Saturday, I will have a new video, recorded video. And then next week, we will have another live lesson on Wednesday, of course. But yeah, for those of you who always join, thank you very much indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And thank you very much for your support. And for those of you who are new, especially those of you who saw me on Keith's channel, thank you very much for coming over and checking out my stream. Hopefully you can join more live lessons in the future. It will be great to have you all over here indeed. All right. So let's have a look. I'll just have a quick look here. Aria, no problem at all. Thank you very much indeed. Just memorized that you said, yes, I did. The sausage fingers part. Good. Boyana, no problem at all. Thank you very much for joining today. It's been great. Florence, appreciate it a lot as well. And also, guys, if you can, if you haven't already, if you could just like the stream, it just helps to push it out to more people. And hopefully we can build our English community little by little into a much bigger English community as well. So yes, that would be awesome. Kai, I learned a lot. No problem, my pleasure. I'm glad you learned a lot today. Indeed. Tra, no problem at all, my pleasure. Mari, thank you very much. It was good to have you as well. Dominica, it was very interesting. Okay, and honestly, it was a pleasure to attend. Okay, great. Dominico, thank you very much. Please come again, of course. Yes, of course, stay warm and stay safe. It's cold here. All right. Axeline, yes, no problem at all. My pleasure as well. Mien, thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you as well. Great stuff. All right. Rosemary, yes. Okay, good. I'm glad you enjoyed the idioms. Thank you. Okay. Yes, Yell, next Wednesday, of course. See you then, indeed. Stacy, I saw you in Keith's channel. It's my first time to join your live stream. Stacy, thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it a lot. Yes, as I said, for those of you who saw me on Keith's channel, thank you very much for coming over. I'm trying to build up and, of course, do this as much as I can. So Wednesday is definitely the live lesson day, and then hopefully a recorded video throughout the week as well. Indeed. Domenico, the next class, usually Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. I'm in Japan, so 9:30 p.m. in Japan. So for people in Europe, maybe that's 1 p.m. I'm not sure. I forget the time difference. I do apologize. But usually 9:30 p.m. Japan time. Yes. Yusuf. All right. Thank you very much indeed. I do appreciate it. Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you once again. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to seeing all of you next week as well. Please come and join me in the next live lesson. And if you have any friends or family members that would like to join in, please also invite them too. More the merrier, of course. But as for now, I hope all of you guys stay safe and stay warm, and I will see you in a week's time. But don't forget to check out the video on Saturday coming up. All right, it should be a good one. But as for now, I will say goodbye, good night, or have a good day to you guys, whatever time zone you're in. But for me, it's good night. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.